available on bgn.fm, Spotify, iTunes. We went through all that earlier. We are still here at Dual Citizen Brewing. We are still joined by Corey and Zach, who are hanging out for a little bit longer to chime in on what we're going to talk about next. Let's get into the MLS Final from last night, guys.
Okay, wait. I already told Zach that I was going to do this. Shout out to Captain Leader Legend John Terry for his 38th birthday.
Okay.
And the fact that Chelsea managed to beat Man City yesterday 2-0.
Took them down.
So,
Handily beat them 2-0.
helped Liverpool get the...
Prior to yesterday, when was the last time they were able to win and beat them?
When's the last time who?
They beat Man
Chelsea
City.
beat Man City.
Maybe last...
No, the last.
I don't think they won at all last night.
The last 3 matches they lost.
Yeah.
I think we're going back closer to like the year Chelsea won the league. Was the last time they beat them.
Yeah.
So
it's been a while.
Yeah.
So sorry. I'm wearing my Chelsea gear because of that.
Shout out Twin City Blues if you guys are listening.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do.
I'll forgive you guys. It's fine.
So you're also a Chelsea supporter, I take it?
I am, yeah.
I am definitely not a Chelsea supporter. I am an Arsenal supporter. So
There you go.
shout out to the Minneapolis Gooners.
There you go.
London's at least some color of blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, West London is a beautiful shade of blue.
All right.
I digress.
Jeez.
All right.
So, to the final.
MLS Final last night. Boys, I couldn't watch it because I was babysitting not only my 2 girls, but my niece as well, as my wife and her sister and her mom went to Melting Pot without me. Didn't even invite me. Said, hey, can you watch the kids? And I said, yeah, sure, why not? And they stuck me with all 3 kids by myself. So I couldn't watch. I was watching The Incredibles 2. Which
Isn't a bad movie.
isn't a bad movie. I'd rather be watching the MLS Final, but I couldn't watch it. Stevens, you couldn't watch it either because you had plans last night.
Yeah, no, priorities. I was out. Actually, I took a tour of Summit. Went out in Summit and
You took a tour?
a little brewery tour there. And
I wasn't invited to that
beer
either,
hall.
or what?
Well,
Come on.
you know,
You had,
Jiminy
the,
Christmas.
you had the 3 kids.
yeah.
I could have taken them too. It's fine. It's kid friendly, I'm sure.
I would have liked to have watched the match as well. It just kind of went long. So
All right. So Sterling's the only one who actually watched the match.
Well, did you guys watch it?
We did watch
Okay.
the match.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys were at your party.
Yeah.
Right.
So Atlanta won.
They did.
Yes, they did.
Okay.
And, I think what was funny is on Twitter, Minnesota United's Twitter account
Yes.
actually tweeted out support to Portland, which kind of just makes that whole weird rivalry between us and Atlanta more weird.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that it's their official Twitter account,
Yes.
and I think it was a GIF of the sawing the log. I think is what it was.
Yes, it was.
Yep.
Yeah. I just thought that was funny because I was like, I get it. Minnesota United fans have a slight distaste for Atlanta
Yes.
because of the
You could
things
say
we
that.
talked about earlier.
You could say that.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
To put it nicely, I'd say.
yeah, to have the team's official account throw support behind their opponent, I thought that was kind of humorous.
I think it was more of a Western Conference. Support the Western
I hope.
Conference.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody was on Twitter drunk last night.
Yeah. So I gotta ask, that foul, non-foul against Martinez, I think it was like the 7th minute.
Yes.
Do you guys think it was a PK?
No.
No.
Okay. I thought it was.
I
side with-
I
I
may
side
be
with-
biased, but no.
Yeah, I side with Stuart Holden. I thought it was a foul.
So is it safe to assume they exceeded their average attendance of 53,000
It was
people this year?
73.
73,000.
Well, that's only going to help their average.
Can we talk about the attendance thing a little bit? Because I saw a tweet or something on Facebook from who did the Timbers play? It was Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw a tweet from their supporters group.
Yes.
They were pissed off because I guess MLS says, what is it? You can have 5% of your stadium.
So there's a FIFA rule that says for any stadium you have to give 5% of your tickets to away support groups,
Yes.
and they gave them
was
Out
under.
of 73,000, they gave them 1,000 tickets.
Yeah, it was under the 5%.
Way under the 5%.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's like not even one.
that's not even 1.5%.
That's
Yeah. Oh yeah.
that's kind of a dick move.
How much? What was the number they said?
They
Five-
gave 1,000 out of
Oh, so
73.
they should have had what, more
They
than
should have had
triple that
3,500.
amount.
3,500.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I saw that and I was like, it's so Atlanta.
Yeah.
And that was the very first thought that came into my head is that's so Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what that says about me and my opinion of Atlanta, but it just seems like, or, you know, and even it came up on, I'm a frequenter of the Major League discussion group on Facebook.
Yep.
And it came up on there, and you know there were some Atlanta supporters that were just like whatever, but it makes sense for whatever reason. It's like that's just kind of the attitude that everyone has about Atlanta. It's just kind of, it's great that they have the support. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think I'm rather envious of the fact that they can do what they do, but it's still one of those things where it's just kind of like just shut up and go away. I don't like people.
But I
don't.
My feeling is that they should have had 3,500 tickets available. Now, there's many ways you could do this.
Yep.
You could have said, okay, we have 3,500 tickets available for Portland fans for a set amount of time, and whatever you don't buy, you will give to Atlanta fans, right? You don't have to have the whole 3,500.
Right.
But at least they should have offered them the 3,500.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's part of the rule too, is that they offer them, I think it's up to 72 hours before match time, and then whatever you don't sell, you forfeit.
Yeah.
But I know that I have friends in Portland, and I have friends with the Timbers Army. They sold out those 1,000 tickets in 3.5 hours. And there was a waiting list, a pretty good waiting list. So
Yeah.
they would have sold those 3,500.
Sure.
Think about it. You're going from Portland to Atlanta.
Yes.
That's not a short flight.
No,
I mean, it's
not at all.
It's not like we were playing like, New York,
Right.
here. It's a pretty short flight. But I mean, they should have let those tickets kind of
Absolutely.
be in there.
Absolutely.
It's kind of a dick move like Atlanta.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And
They'll
you
get
know,
payback.
one of the things I really liked about the game was the very end. I think it was like the 93rd minute. They showed the Portland supporters.
Yep.
They were all on their feet, scarves up.
Absolutely.
And it's just like, and it was obviously a lot of them. I mean, 1,000.
There was 1,000.
And
Yep.
it's that's pretty cool. I know I went to Chicago in 17
Okay.
with you guys.
Okay.
Well, I didn't go with you guys. I sat with you guys.
Okay.
You were there though.
Yeah.
You were there with us.
That was fun.
I marched with you guys.
Okay.
You were there.
You were there.
And
were a part of us.
that was pretty cool because, quite honestly, I still to this day say we were louder than the Chicago
Oh,
supporters.
we were hands down.
Yeah,
Hands
absolutely.
down.
We were louder. Not
So,
even.
I appreciate that support, the
Yeah.
away support that Portland showed. That was pretty
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Yes.
Especially losing 2-0.
Well, right, and you said they lost 2-0, like you said, but was the game closer than that 2-0 scoreline?
So I texted a few times, and I said that I didn't feel like Portland totally showed up.
No.
I mean, it was like, my opinion at last episode, I said Atlanta wouldn't win because I felt like Atlanta kind of chokes a bit. They don't do well against stout defenses. Now, Portland's not a stout defense.
No.
But Portland didn't show up. They were constantly trying to trap.
Yeah.
And it was like they were just blowing it. Every single time they tried to do an offside trap, they just snuck the ball past them.
Yep.
It's just like, what are you doing? It just looked lazy.
Yeah.
But I don't think that overall, I wouldn't say that Atlanta looked really sharp. They just were better.
Atlanta was able to play their game last night,
Yeah.
and Portland wasn't able to kind of set up any stability for their match. If you kind of watched, it was frantic kind of the entire 90 for
Yep.
Portland from what I thought.
It true. And they Portland's big thing is they like to go up the wings and bomb it in, and Atlanta did a great job of shutting down the wings. So they forced them inside, which is not Portland's game whatsoever.
Well,
So
you had Martinez and Elmira, with them kind of being divey. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's how they were able to take control of the game. They
Yep.
slowed the pace down, and they were able to start
Yep.
really,
Yep.
setting up their game. So
And I wrote it down a note about how it seems like a Myron, he always looks like he's whining. Is that just me?
No,
Or
it's not
is
just
his
you.
whole face? I actually said in my notes that he needs to fix his face because it's like he just looks like he's whining about everything.
Matter of fact,
Is that me?
I made the comment last night on over/under on how many times they were going to show his face and how many times when they showed his face he was going to be complaining and whining. So, and I said it at 12. So,
All right.
so it's believe me, it's not just you.
All right. Yeah, you know, I think it was a good final. I mean,
Yeah.
the tifo and everything at the beginning was fantastic. The support was loudish,
Yep.
and you know the fans for the most part get into it.
Yeah.
You know, it's 73,000. You know, and it's really good that you have 73,000 fans.
That's
at a
amazing.
MLS game. I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'd love to see what the TV ratings are going to be
Oh, me
because
too.
you know it's always sucks.
Yep.
But the team I picked did not win.
Well, I think the team we all wanted to win didn't win.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say 2 weeks ago I did pick Atlanta to win.
I bet you did.
Yes, you did.
Ugh.
But you're
happy
also the
about it.
5 to 7 year plan, so you don't
Yeah.
have to.
Did you put money on it yesterday?
I did not know.
Oh, you should have put money on it then.
I'm glad I
Probably
didn't.
should.
When you
Yeah.
told me the odds, I was like, I
I
should maybe tell him to. And I was like,
I was close to putting money on Portland yesterday.
Yeah, it
I
was.
was
They
close.
were minus 450, so
Yeah.
that's a pretty nice
Yeah.
bet if you're to win. Yeah, if you thought they had a good chance of hanging in
Well,
there, which I thought. I mean,
thought so,
I mean, that's why I brought up. You know, was it a closer game? You know, from someone who didn't watch the game, all I can do is look at the stat line, and I mean, Portland had the possession. The shots were 9-8 in Atlanta's favor. You know,
Yep.
chances created were 3-1 in Portland's favor, and it just, you know, two to two corners. I mean, the stats just look fairly even. And that's why I'd asked the question.
well, you know, and the big thing was Valeri.
Yes.
He was non-existent.
Yeah.
Atlanta completely shut him down, and you don't have Valeri, Portland's not
True.
gonna do it.
We do have one of the True North Elite leaving right now.
Bye, Zach.
He's tired of our shit. That's the problem. No, he's not. He's got to get out of here.
No, unfortunately, I'm waiting on a ride, so
right.
I appreciate everything.
Yeah.
you
Thanks for
guys-
coming, Zach. I appreciate it,
Thank
man.
Take it easy. Hopefully to see you all again soon.
Oh, yeah, man.
Take
Definitely.
care. Yeah, really glad you could make it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. And we'll see you all later.
Yeah, yeah.
Bye.
I'm actually going to switch sides, boys, so we're not 3-on-1 here.
All right.
There.
We need to.
That'll make it easier.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, so, and we really talk about the finals anymore. I mean, it is what it is. And
Do you have any thoughts,
Atlanta.
Corey, that you'd like to?
On the finals?
yeah,
Not really. It's
Yeah.
it's what I expected. It's,
Yeah.
There's nothing I can add that stood out for me other than what we've already talked about. So
giddy up. Let's get into a hot topic for us, guys. So it was announced that the Johnnies
Johnny's in the top.
and the Tommies will play in a game at Allianz Field next year. And Sterling is pissed off about it.
Sterling's not alone.
Now, first of all, have any of you guys ever been to a St. Thomas, St. John's University football game before?
No.
I've been to a Bethel St. John's game.
I haven't either. It's always kind of been. I'm a Gopher fan, so I mean that local
Yeah.
Division III college football. I mean,
It
they
is
get into
big.
it. And like, was it in 2017? They actually had the match at Target Field.
They've had the match Target Field a couple times.
And that, I think it was last year's match, actually set a record for a Division III football game. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
kind
it-
of it's kind of cool in that regard.
Yeah.
Just setting it up. You know, they've been playing. They've played 88 times dating back
Yeah.
to 1901. So just to set up, this isn't just your average college football
No.
game that's
No.
going to be happening.
But why, Sterling? Why are you ticked off about it?
You know, philosophically,
Yeah.
I just have this issue with putting throw ball. I'm not even going to call it football.
Okay.
Throw ball on soccer fields. I mean, it's the same thing with the NFL going to England. I mean, Wembley looked like shit
Yep.
after the last game.
Yep.
And it's just like, it's a demanding sport. that destroys the turf.
Yep.
And